Right, so hey everyone and welcome back to another budget photography video. So, a few weeks ago I did a video on what I carry in my camera bag, and well, I normally don't do this kind of thing of where I update my camera bag and then I do a video, but I've updated my camera bag quite drastically, very drastically actually, and I thought, you know what, I may as well keep people in the loop so they know what I'm carrying and yada yada yada, rather than having an out of date video, even though that video was only a few weeks ago at the beginning of the year. Anyway, so some of it is still the same, such as this, the 1D Mark IV. It's still my baby. It's still my big brute force camera. It is and it always will be until I get maybe the 1DX Mark III, sorry. Or maybe the R3. A little bit of a hint to the next thing that's coming up. Yeah, anyway, next camera, because I always carry two. Now, here's the biggest change. Because in my last video, it was this camera that I'm shooting with, the Canon EOS 700D, and I'm gonna retire it from my YouTube channel. This will probably be the last video that I film with it. I still do have a video to make of it, as I mucked up one, and I need to remake it. But anyway, getting to it. My new camera. I'm gonna kind of justify it first of all before I show you it, because I've been hinting at this camera for a while now, because I've had it for a while, because I wanted to make sure that it was for me before I showed it on here. And in my channel video, my main channel video, I said that I was always going to buy a camera that was under £500. And that's true. I normally I do stick to that. But when I brought said camera, I spent £900 and it is going to be for my YouTube channel. So that to me does break the budget photography kind of, you know, thing. But that's okay, because I didn't initially buy it for my YouTube channel. I initially brought it because I'm getting into more video work. That's simply it. I'm getting into more video focused work, and I wanted more of a video centric camera. I think that's the right word. I wanted a camera that had more video capabilities. It had 4K, and anyway, I'm glossing over it. So here's the camera that I brought. The Canon EOS RP. It's not the flagship, it is an entry-level Canon mirrorless camera. And I tell you what, I am enjoying it so much. It is so small. Like, what is this? I can eat this. Ugh. Why? Why is it this thin? It is so nice. It's full frame. There's about 26 megapixels roughly. It shoots 4K and it's really lightweight. Now it has problems and it has excellent features, but I'm not going to get into them because I'm going to be doing a review of this. Because it does have its problems, so yeah. But my future videos are going to be filmed on this from now on, because I may as well. So from now on, my future videos are going to be filmed on this, the Canon RP. I am going to be keeping the 700D around as a secondary camera. And actually thinking about it, I might keep it as a second shooter maybe, or I don't know, maybe a second angle when I'm out filming something for a client or whatever, because this is still a very good camera with nice features. It's just, I want something more for work, and I may as well use this for this if I've got it, because I want to. Why wouldn't I? Anyway, getting back to my camera bag. The Canon EOS RP. I've also picked up something new, and you may have seen that in the last few videos, and that is this, a drone. I have finally plucked up the courage to buy a drone. Yes, a drone. And I tell you what, I absolutely love it. The footage that I get from this is really nice, and it was just, it's incredibly scary to fly at first, I won't lie. And I don't know if I am going to do a review on this because I've not really flown any other drones before, so yeah. But if I do, then I'll probably say, bear this in mind, blah, blah, blah. Now, there are lots and lots of drone laws here in the UK, unfortunately. So you can't fly and do this, you can't do that, you have to be able to do this. And so I had to go and get my drone license, and also I had to have it to fly commercially as well, which is something that I do want to do. So yeah. It's only a cheap one. It's only the DJI Mavic Air from 2018, but I am only still learning how to fly this thing. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna buy cheap, and if I crash it, I've not spent £700 or nearly £1,000 on a Phantom 4 or an Inspire or the Mavic Pros or whatever. So yeah. Now, phones. I'm a phone geek. I really am. And I love technology. Even though the product that I use might not be associated with a technology freak, because, well, hey Siri, turn off all the lights. There we go. I use an iPhone 12 Pro Max. Now this case is really nice, isn't it? This is the Apple case. I paid 60 quid for this case, and I sanded it back, and I'm gonna buy another one, believe it or not, and show you guys in another video how I did this, because I love this patina-y kind of matte finish to this device. Although it has a really nice look to it naturally. It's a beautiful gold colour, but it scratches easily, and I want to try and preserve that for as long as I can. Turn on all the lights.
One sec. Okay, all the lights are on.
There we go. So we're now getting to a bit of a boring part of the camera bag, and that is the cleaning kit. The cleaning kit. You have your typical cloths here, sensor cleaning, swabs. You have spray, rocket ships, I think they're called. You can just, yeah, it's the boring stuff that nobody really wants to have in their camera bag. They need to make sure their camera gear is, well, you can see, because it needs to be able to see what, yeah, it needs to be able to see so that you can film or take pictures. So this is just a cheap one from Amazon, although I like this kind of hard case. It's nice. Get that in there. And of course, because I have now gone mirrorless, I have to carry around these batteries. And oh God. It's actually really useful if you have a mirrorless camera like I do with small batteries. And that's a battery pack with a USB-C charger on. Yeah, this genuinely will charge both of these at once fully before it kills this one, which is really nice, especially if you're on a whole day of shooting. I've got 3 third-party batteries, so they don't really last a long time, and plus you only get about 250 shots as it is on the RP. So batteries and a portable battery charger. Now, of course, some things never change. My Apple iMac? It's not an iMac, it's a MacBook. My Apple MacBook Air. That is still able to do everything that I want and everything that I need it to do. It has handled the 4K footage from my... You know what, actually, I'm not going to tell you any more of that because I'm leaving that for the review. And then storing everything is, of course, at this point, needs updating, my SanDisk Extreme 500GB SSD. This backs up everything. It's USB-C, which is really nice, and it's fairly cheap. And then because I was getting pretty sick of the camera bag that I was using at the time, I upgraded that too to this. The Lowepro ProTactic 450. It is a beast of a camera bag. It carries everything that I need. Now, the reason that I got this is because of the 1D Mark IV, because it is such a wide and thick body that it wasn't fitting properly in my then camera bag. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna splurge out on a camera bag because I'm carrying lots of equipment here that is quite expensive and I want to protect it. So I picked up the Lowepro. Oh, actually, one more thing. This isn't where I normally keep it, but I will get it out of where I put it for this video. I also picked up, because obviously I'm carrying a lot of expensive equipment because obviously there's a Mac, there's cameras, there's lenses. There is one of these. This is an Apple AirTag. This links up with my phone, so should it ever go missing or get stolen or whatever, I can track this AirTag, and it's labeled as Alex's camera bag. I can make a noise, I can track it, it can, yeah. It's really useful. I chuck it into my bag, into a little pocket, and I don't even really think about it. The battery lasts about a year. I know there has been some controversy around these things themselves. I have no real comment on that because I'm a man. But I do see what they could be used for anyway. Yeah, these are, for me, as a photographer, as a photojournalist, it's really good because I have put stuff down in question, even my phone, and left it in a restaurant. So having this little AirTag just means I can go onto my phone and find my backpack and hopefully all of this stuff as well. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.